What causes squeaky brakes and how can you prevent it? Well, the short answer is friction. So like if your rotors are worn and the friction between the rotors and the pads is creating friction, then that can cause a squeak. Quiet cat. The other thing, if your brakes were fine and then they just started squeaking, is there is a squeaker built into a lot of brake pads. And you can see on this one out of my car, once the brake pad itself gets worn down to a certain degree, this thing drags on the rotor and creates a horrible squeaking sound, and that's to tell you it's time to change the brake pads. So quite often you'll have to change the pads and maybe even change the rotor or have the rotor turned, smoothed out to stop the squeaking from happening. Another option is ceramic brake pads. So a lot of modern brake pads are built to not make sound so that friction on them does not generate sound. Like these guys guarantee a quieter ride and ultra low brake dust. I don't really care that much about the brake dust, but if you go with the ceramic brake pads, these were 40 or 45 bucks depending on what kind of car you drive, then it's not going to make noise even if your rotors are kind of tore up. So the short answer is spend $40, get some new pads, leave your rotors intact, put the new pads on, and see if that stops the noise. If you see this, then it's time to replace the brake pads anyway.